Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Travel Talk Tuesday. We've got the full crew here at the Good Life Travel Company. Good morning everyone.
Good morning.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Ready for another week, another episode?
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, I tried to get them fired up before these. You know, we do a little pep rally, a little motivational talk. We give espresso shots.
No, I didn't have one of those.
Red Bull.
I didn't see those.
To get them excited, and they still are just, they're in the Monday blues still.
Yeah. Tuesday.
No. Yeah. We had a busy weekend.
Busy weekend? Oh,
Well, yeah.
do share.
We went swimming, like the whole crew and a few friends spent the day in this, I guess it was cloudy on Saturday, doing a little swimming, and then Sunday I was busy with stuff around the house, getting ready for my youngest to head out of the nest. I know.
Oh, well, we're going to have counselors on standby because the baby's moving out, you know?
Yeah, gonna miss him.
So what we need your help with is to give Tamara lots of bookings so that she can not think about William, but will be too busy
Keep her
booking
busy.
travel. So
Yeah.
contact her
good.
after Friday, starting Saturday and Sunday. So swamp her with lots of trips so she can be too busy to think about her son who's, flying on his own.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Well, it's good to be with everyone. I am very excited about today's show because, so a few weeks ago, these ladies started talking about some kind of train trip. And, like, in my head, I thought an Amtrak, like, I didn't understand a train trip, like, what that meant. And they started talking about this beautiful high-end way to vacation and all this training. And Rocky Mountaineer, they kept saying. I'd never heard of that. I thought it was, I don't know, something weird. I don't know. Maybe a drink if she's talking about it. So I didn't understand it. So we started talking more and more about this, and I started learning about this Rocky Mountaineer. And the ladies here did the training. And believe it or not, they've already booked trips on this whole Rocky Mountaineer thing. So the more I heard about it, the more I did some research, watching some of the videos online. It looked like an amazing travel experience, a different way of traveling, a nice, relaxing, kind of hassle-free way to travel. I thought it'd be nice to do a whole show on Rocky Mountaineer. And so these two went to work taking their copious notes, doing all the research, and we did allow notes this week, so they do have some copious notes. And I thought we would just spend the episode today talking all about Rocky Mountaineer and about the amazing opportunities that some people have already taken advantage of, but we think might be good for a lot of you that are watching, or you may know someone to travel this way. So what I want to start with is, first and foremost, what is Rocky Mountaineer?
Okay, Rocky Mountaineer is a luxury train.
Luxury.
Rail tour, yes. Based in Vancouver. And they offer train journeys through Western Canada and the American Southwest.
So what makes it's not an Amtrak, right?
No,
I mean, so what makes it luxurious?
Well,
You said luxury. And you got me excited.
Right, I know. So it is a train that travels only during the day. So you're traveling during the day. The coaches have glass.
Panoramic windows, is that what they call them?
Glass. And then you have hosts on the train that as you're going, the train will slow down if you see elk or any kind of wildlife or a...
like a point of interest.
Point of interest, yep. So you go through the mountains and the valleys and rivers, through rivers, and it's all inclusive too. So on the train, you will have your breakfast and your lunch as well, and I guess it's amazing food, and as well
On a train, it's amazing.
yes, as well as a drinks, mimosas, anything for the day while you're traveling.
I think the food is like locally sourced and of that area. So
Yeah.
wherever you are, you're going to enjoy culinary delights from that area.
Yeah.
So they're very nice.
Well, that's my love language. Culinary delights and an open bar. So that sounds good. Sounds
then-
dangerous for Chrissy, but
A little bit,
in a
but
luxurious train with the host.
I'd have to behave, but yeah. So yeah.
Believe it when I see it.
So there's well-educated hosts on the area on board that will kind of, I mean, you get to enjoy yourself and look at your surroundings, but as Tam said, if you have a point of interest, they'll slow down and they'll give you a little bit of history of what exactly you're looking at.
So they're kind of like a tour guide then.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
host.
And you're not going to miss anything because they only travel during the day, as
Yes.
Chrissy said. And they're going to point the important things out to you. So for the culturally curious, this is an excellent, excellent trip.
It almost reminds me of like a cruise on land, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Because
Yeah.
except you're seeing stuff the whole time.
Yeah.
You're slowing, you're going fast, you're seeing nature
Well, they said
really.
that people that enjoy cruises, this is a similar way Like it's a similar kind of demographic of people that would enjoy this type of travel.
Okay, all right. On a real practical level, I don't know if you know because you haven't been on it yet. Is this pretty smooth, or like are you able to move around? Are you gonna be bumping or hopping?
Yes, they have. There's two different levels. There's a silver leaf and a gold leaf. Now both of them offer an amazing trip, and I think we're going to talk about this later. But yes, you know, seats recline, you can move. There's areas to stand up and walk around, and even go outside on an observation like deck kind of thing.
You can be outside while the train's moving.
Well,
In the gold leaf, I think you can.
Yeah.
It makes me think of the movies where they're climbing.
Oh, yeah,
They're on top trying to get the bad guy on top, but you're safely outside.
Yeah.
Looking. See this? It's very intriguing to me.
Yes.
It's not, and it's not like Amtrak. It's
Because
Amtrak you don't really stop. You stop at stations, but you don't stop for the night. So you can miss like the best part of your journey because you're sleeping in it. On the flip side, this train doesn't have any sleeper cars.
That's what I was going to ask.
They
No sleeper
stop.
cars?
They have stops in different cities along the way, and you'll have wonderful hotels that you're booked with already on the trip. So it's a seamless exit and entrance back onto the train. So once you get to your train stop, there is a transfer that will take you to your hotel. You don't even check in because you're already checked in.
You don't check in.
No. And you get to your room and your luggage is there.
So I was just going to ask,
Yes.
for me in my head, the big thing is do I have to lug that stupid bag around?
Right.
Or?
So on longer trips, well, on all the trips, you'll get to stay overnight. You can have dinner in the town that you're visiting, maybe explore a little. But then I just did a long trip where you get a whole day in the town. And so there's excursions, there's things you can do, visit. You get national park passes, so you can visit all the national parks in the area, and just kind of explore on your own throughout the day.
So again, I have to keep comparing it to cruises, but it sounds like
Yeah.
you're at a port or a stop
Yeah.
for the evening or whatever it is,
Yep.
and you have the freedom to make your own schedule, whether you want
Yeah.
to wander around or whether you want to use an excursion.
Yeah.
Am I understanding this?
You're understanding that correctly.
And then food is important. Is dinner on your own then? Is that how it works
Yes.
then?
Dinner is
to
on your own.
explore the local culinary scene.
Your hotel is included in the package price, and so is breakfast, snacks, and lunch
on the train.
on the train. But when you get to the town, anything you do outside of the hotel is,
So good mix of inclusion. and
you get to
on your
kind
own
of
stuff.
explore and do things on your own.
Okay, it's very enticing. So we have to jump to all these stops. So what kind of stops are what places are they visiting? What are these itineraries? What do these look like that they're including?
So there are 3 Canadian routes that start in Vancouver. And there's one U.S. route that's between Moab, Utah, and Denver, Colorado. So that U.S. route goes through the Rockies. It's called, let me put my coffee down here for a second.
Don't spill it on
lean
me.
back.
Sweet Jesus. If you hear a scream like a girl, that's me.
It's called Rockies to the Red Rocks, and it's a 2-day journey. So you're going to go between Denver and Moab, and you stay overnight in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. You go alongside the Colorado River for a while on your journey.
Oh.
You cross the Continental Divide, which is interesting.
What is that?
I knew you were going to ask that. So that is like
Sorry, teachers. I had a Catholic school education. I know what that is.
That's the point. It has to do with the watershed. So it's where, like, at that point, where the water will flow to the west or the east. So, like, will flow to the Mississippi River, or it'll flow to like the Columbia River, or a different river system on the west. And on that one, you cross lots of canyons as well. So it actually looks beautiful.
Yeah, it
I
does.
watched a little video on it. I'm like, oh, this is really nice.
Is the red stuff, the red rocks, is that cool like formations that like everyone says they have to go see out there?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, there are a few areas out there. If you've never,
Because that's a bucket list for me to see the red rock thing.
Like the American Southwest is so very different from where we live. Like America is very vast, but west of like Denver is just amazing, and it's actually beautiful. The desert can be really beautiful. Different times of year, you'll see different things. So like in the spring, you'll see like the desert come to life, and you'll see flowers in bloom, and it can be actually very colorful and very beautiful. The summertime, you'll see lots of baby animals because they've been born in the spring. And then they're out and about. And then in the fall, you'll see some colors change, and you'll see different things during different seasons. I think the fall is the most popular season, especially for the Canadian routes, because you'll see those It's more. You'll see more trees in Canada. So
More
you'll
leaf
see,
peeping.
Yeah, leaf peeping.
Wait, all right. So let me go back to this.
Anytime we can use leaf peeping, we're going to use
That's
it.
our term, yes. To the American routes, it's just a 2-day thing.
Yeah.
So if I was intrigued in this whole train thing and I wanted to dip my foot into this Rocky Mountaineer train thing, I would go fly out there, right? Fly out there, and what would I just spend extra days? I mean, what else would I do to film?
Well, so we could make it part
What's
of
a trip, I guess, look like?
A larger trip, a larger adventure, and you can stay longer in Deadwood. There's a million things we can do to help you create a longer trip. This could be just
Based
part
around
of
it,
it.
yeah.
Because I think it'd be interesting to go dip my foot into that,
But
to
you
try
can,
that
there
one.
are so longer trips
Yes.
out there as well, up to 5 days. So
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, it's not just that one
No.
route.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's one
route.
but it can go as far as Salt Lake City.
Oh,
So,
then
yeah.
I'm sorry. That
But
was a
you-
stupid question.
But then you're not on a train; you're on a motor coach
Yeah.
for that part of it.
Yeah.
But
Also, it's an extension
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
Rocky Mountaineer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in Canada, same thing. In fact,
Yeah.
in Canada, you can make it into a circle journey. So you can start in Vancouver, go to like Banff, Lake Louise, which is
Right.
on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Beautiful area. Head north, and then I think to Jasper maybe, and then you head back west, back to Vancouver. So you're on 2 different routes, but you're
You
making
combine
this-
it into one journey.
You know what would be cool about that is if you piggyback that on an Alaskan cruise. Of
Yes.
course, I'm plugging my cruises, but if you were to do a full route out of Vancouver up to Alaska, icebergs, all back down, and then do a train, I mean, you could really see a lot of nature. That could be a good.
Yeah.
That could
For
be a good
sure.
back-to-back.
Sounds like the
Yeah.
trip of a
14-day
lifetime.
kind
Yeah.
of trip. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
adventure.
Yeah, you'll see a lot. So those are the 2 areas where they're Canada, and then out of Denver to Moab in the U.S. But there's 4 routes you can take, but you can combine those routes into different journeys. So
Okay, so earlier you talked about excursions. What kind of excursions does this Rocky Mountaineer then offer?
They have, what did you mention, helicopter rides? There's different tours of wineries. There's
all sorts
yeah,
of things.
there's all sorts of
both through
interesting.
Rocky Mountaineer, and then we can actually help you do stuff too on your own. You can hire a private driver for a day that takes you around an area you're interested in exploring more deeply. And
And that Glenwood Springs is home to a hot springs, where you can go in and you sit in the hot springs.
I've never understood
Nature.
hot springs because
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm going to burn my behind. Like, so what do? I don't get the hot springs.
You just
you sit and you let the minerals,
mineral water. Yeah, you just chill and
Makes you
cleanse
healthier.
yourself.
With
yeah.
like strangers?
Well, people have bathing suits on. You're not naked.
I don't know. Okay, so there's plenty of excursions. So there's these routes.
Yep.
Chrissy, you mentioned earlier, there's a lot of options. You said there's different levels or classes
Well,
of
there's
these.
just 2.
Oh, that makes it a little easier.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's the nice part about this company is it's a very simple way to put a package together. 4 routes, you can turn them into different journeys, and then there's just 2 levels, 2 classes. Silverleaf.
I like higher class myself.
Okay, well then you would like Goldleaf probably.
Woo-hoo.
So Silverleaf and Goldleaf service. Both of them offer the trip, the amazing scenery, world-class service, complimentary meals, beverages, and snacks.
So both get the free beverages
And
and meals.
yeah.
While you're on the thing.
Silverleaf guests, they just eat their beverages or they have their drinks and their meals at their seat, which is
Like a plane?
yeah, but a lot more room.
Oh.
The Goldleaf has a private dining room, so they eat in the dining room. Goldleaf also has an upper level they can go to that has a full glass dome, so they can see
Even more.
even more. Yes, their Goldleaf also has the outdoor viewing platform and a more premium hotel.
So you can only do the outside live viewing if you're in gold.
Gold, but there is a little area for Silverleaf people, but only like 1 to 2 people can be in it at a time. So it's
That's one of me.
yeah.
2 normal people.
And you can combine gold leaf and silver
Yes.
leaf with, like, if you want gold leaf accommodations, but you're okay with silver leaf
On the train.
on the train, you
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
And you can actually even upgrade your gold leaf accommodations to even more luxurious accommodations if you would like.
Yeah, there's
Like
a lot
they-
of options.
Yeah.
To customize it.
Flexibility.
Yeah.
Yep.
The gold leaf really sounds worth it for me. I mean,
Of course.
I mean, to have that separate dining and then the outside thing
Yeah.
with the big thing you can look and see.
Yeah. Their chairs like fully recline,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know if that would be such a big deal because I think you want to be
I'd be afraid to fall asleep.
with the.
It could be soothing on a train.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
the
you
whole-
want it. The whole
Yeah.
purpose of being on it during the day is to see everything. So,
Yeah.
but either way is just first class.
So are they talking? Is the host talking the whole time, giving a tour the whole time, or how does that work?
No, he walks around to everybody. If you want to engage with him, you can. He or she is going to basically engage the train if there's something.
It's like a tour guide
to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think on Gold Leaf you have more guides per train than you do in Silverleaf. I think Gold Leaf you have 4 per
I think
car.
you're right. Yeah.
Silverleaf you have 2 per car, which is really 2 is still good. It seems top notch to me.
Either one. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get a heck of a trip. And
Okay, so I got my million questions, which I've been doing anyways, which I love doing to drill you to.
Yeah, but sometimes we're not ready.
Wine. So, okay, who is this for? Is this just for the 60s and older, or is it for like a high school group? Is it for 30-year-olds? Looking for fun. Who is this geared towards? Really?
Okay, I would not. I guess it depends. If you really are into trains and nature, you could be a younger person. But ideally, it's the same demographic as you said, like an Alaskan cruise. Their guests, they say, are usually 45 plus. Empty nesters, retirees. So
not a lot of kids then.
No.
I would say it's for, and I use this phrase a lot, culturally curious people who really want to know more about that area. So high schoolers probably they're going to be bored probably.
Right.
But somebody my age or even older might be really super interested in learning more about it, seeing the wildlife.
Especially if you pair a smaller journey with something else that you're doing. So a couple days on that and a couple days skiing, something.
I didn't think of that. Piggyback on a ski trip or something.
I think you could put together a nice little trip. But yeah, it's mostly, I think it's an older demographic.
Okay. Price range. What kind of price?
Okay.
I know you have to quote, I'm not asking, what kind of ballpark are we looking at?
Okay, so if we start with the 2-day journey that we talked about, you could...
In the U.S.?
In the U.S., okay. Silverleaf starts around $1,300 a person.
Okay.
Now, if you want to add up to a 12-night journey, circle journey up in Canada, which, as we mentioned, starts in Vancouver, ends in Vancouver, you could get up to $8,200 a person.
So it's a little steep. I'll be honest, a little steep.
Well,
but it sounds like a higher end product.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes, it most definitely is.
You're going to go places that you can't go by car. You can only go by train, really. And I think...
But don't forget, too, it's your meals, it's breakfast, lunch, and snacks, and it's your hotel included as well. So you're not paying for your hotel separately.
Yeah.
So, I think this, for a lot of people, is a bucket list trip of a lifetime kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The question I had... Do people ever get bored on these things? Because, I have a short attention span. I see a squirrel outside. I get distracted even during this recordings. What about people with short attention spans? Or is it easy to get bored or climb back and...
Well, I think it's going to be what you make it. I mean, if you were bored and needed to take a nap, I most certainly think you could. But I think yourself the type of travel that you enjoy.
And the view's always changing.
Yes.
As you look out the window, you're going to see, a mountain, and then you're going to see a valley, and then you're going to see a canyon, and you're going to see wildlife. Yeah. So it's like a movie outside your window. It's constantly changing.
Okay. Do people get sick from these things?
I don't believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing I read. Everything is just a smooth.
I don't think altitude.
Yeah, that would be the only thing would be altitude, but
there's ways to deal with it. Mostly just drink water.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my frustrations when you're traveling by train in Europe sometimes, Tamara can vouch for this, is that sometimes certain trains are locked in on routes where there's constant stops on tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like Amtrak. But are they sharing this track with Amtrak where there's going to be stops? Or is it like they have the full right of way for this track?
So in Canada, they are the only passenger train that goes on some of these tracks. So that's a good thing. I don't know if they share it with freight or not, but I have not read any problems with.
Yeah.
In fact, they're probably the ones causing the problems because they're stopping to look at things.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
It's different than.
But I don't know if they stop. Don't they just slow down, or do they stop?
Well, I think if there's something like wildlife to see, they may stop.
Okay. Because I knew that they slowed down for things, but.
Yeah.
But you're not having, all aboard going on all the time.
Yeah, you really don't. You just have to get to your hotel. That's
it.
You're not making a timetable necessarily.
Yeah.
You just have to get to your hotel in the evening. But it's really about the journey in this.
It sounds kind of relaxing. Once you get there, you probably don't have to worry about much.
Nope.
No. You get from the airport, you guys, do they do transportation? Do you guys line up the transportation to the train station, or
both?
Yeah.
It depends where you are in your trip.
And then once you get to the train station, everything's taken care of. They handle the bags, they handle where you need to be, what time. Oh, it's time to eat. Ding, ding, ding. You know, all
And
that kind of
gratuities
stuff.
are included.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
In
Gratuities.
2023, all gratuities are included.
I didn't even think of gratuities.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that makes me think, what about Wi-Fi? Did I stump you?
You might have.
You might have, but I'm going to guess that Wi-Fi is probably on board.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of cruise, what things, you have to pay
no,
for, what
yeah.
you don't, all that good stuff.
Well, you're not paying, there's no extra fees on top of what the package deal is.
Once you bought the package, you show up and you enjoy.
Yep.
I'm going to guess that there's outlets at your seat, and there's also going to be Wi-Fi on board.
Oh, outlets at seats is a game changer, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But why would you want to be on your phone anyways?
To take video and pictures? Maybe to do a live Travel Talk Tuesday. Hey, everyone, we're aboard the train. All aboard. Chrissy's in her 7th drink, and it's only 9 a.m. That's going to be a fun Travel Talk Tuesday. Smells like Kahlua. I don't know. Okay, all right. So did I miss any questions? Did we forget any information that we need to share?
Well, I'll say if you book a trip for 2023 before August 31st, you can save $800 a couple.
Well, that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
So $400 a person, $800 a couple.
Yeah.
If you book by what date again?
August 31st.
Okay, and then this leads me to: is there a solo supplement? Do single people get punished on the train?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a solo supplement. Okay.
How steep that punishment is, I don't know, but
I don't know either.
That's
Okay.
where your hotel.
We can always check.
Yeah.
Okay, so the key is to call, connect with either of these two. Although Chrissy's kind of taking a lead on it.
A little bit.
She's fallen in love with it, booked a number of trips on it. To learn more about Rocky Mountaineer, you want to connect with Chrissy, cell phone, email, social media, any of that good stuff, and she will help price that for you, answer all your Wi-Fi questions, supplement questions.
Yeah.
That's a great promotion. I mean, $800 a couple. I mean, that's, right?
Yeah.
That's a good deal,
And there's
I
some
think.
great springtime. I booked a spring mid-May trip, and the process is simple. The customer service is wonderful.
And they sell insurance too, right?
Yep.
So you can get insurance with it.
It's just
Be
an
covered.
all-around great company to work with.
It has a very good reputation in the travel industry.
Especially for being new, right? It's
They're not new. They've been since
Oh.
1990.
The U.S. route is fairly new.
They're new to me. I just heard about them.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds amazing. Now you know why we decided to talk all about Rocky Mountaineer, because it's a good opportunity for a different way to travel.
Absolutely.
And there's train travel like this in other parts of the world too. There's like the Orient Express in Europe that we could
that's a
talk
popular
about.
one,
Yeah,
too.
there are train trips like this throughout the world. There's one in Africa that I'm very, very, very interested
Listen,
in.
I'm going to have to tap down here, Tamara, because she's taking over the show, breaking the rules. We did not talk about this. We will do a whole show
went
about
off the
rail.
Off the rail.
Off the rail. No pun intended. So we'll talk more about that in another episode. Tamara is all excited about rail. Okay, but good. I think it's a different way to travel. Fun, hassle-free, stress-free. Okay,
Absolutely.
So good. Thank you very much for that. I thought we'd then turn to, as we always do, cover a number of fun upcoming groups we've got going on. Ladies, you've got a Ladies Living the Good Life trip coming up.
Yeah.
Any fun details you want to share?
It's picking up steam, and we are getting excited about it.
Did you intend that, Steve, for the railroad thing?
It was my train reference. I'm getting really excited about it. It's gosh, I'm drinking pumpkin spice coffee this morning because I'm feeling a little fall, which leads to Christmas. So yeah.
And so that trip again will be in the beginning of December. Ladies only. It's a good price.
It is, and now's a good time to start picking up airfare for that trip too. Like, it's a good airfare time. I'm seeing more and more sales.
Yeah,
Really good sales. So if
Prague,
you're
Budapest,
and
Vienna. Okay.
And places in between. And I was looking at some sale trips that are on sale to those three cities. This is a really good price.
We like to hear that.
The ones I was looking at that were on sale didn't really include anything additional, and they were twice as much as what we've got going.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's
so this
good.
is a really good price, and it'll be a lot of fun.
So, ladies, if you'd like to learn more about this trip, you can contact either of these two wonderful ladies, and they can answer all your questions. Throw a lot of them at them, and then they can get you booked for a great, sounds like a good price, right?
No, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, book with them for Ladies Living a Good Life, Christmas markets in Europe. Well, you're not just those 3, you're stopping a few other places along the way, too, so it's going to be a good trip, I think.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a party back here while they're gone. So, this is good. This is going to be good. So, that's that group opportunity. I've got my cruise opportunities coming up in March. We have the Escape the Snow, meet up with some snowbirds down in the southern Caribbean. And we're going to hit some amazing ports. It's on a Celebrity Millennium ship, which has been one of their renovated, reamped, however you want to call it, ships that has really upped their game. Food, drinks, tips, all that good stuff. Wi-Fi is included. So you can visit our groups page, or you can reach out to me and connect with me to learn about that group. There's a lot of free perks and extra onboard fun. So sign up now. I know both of these ladies are considering joining the group. So if you want to join our full team, maybe you could be a guest on our show. We'll have to be
we need
at
some
sea.
guests.
We could be at sea for.
I get tired of our faces.
Speak for yourself.
I see your mom watching.
Your mom was watching. Yeah, she's off now. Okay, she didn't stay on very long. Grandma didn't like what she was seeing, so sorry, Chrissy. So there's that group, and then there's still the Alaska group. A few spots left. So if you're interested in going to Alaska, we could easily piggyback it with one of these tours. If you're going to do the cruise only, it'd be easy to do a Vancouver route and then jump on the cruise ship. So if you're interested in there's a lot of potential there. Reach out to us, connect with me for that Alaskan cruise group. And then there's still work on a few other groups we're putting together, so stay tuned for those. That's all the groups, right? Am I forgetting anything?
Yeah.
I'm getting older. My memory's going.
Oh, you have a birthday coming up, I think.
That doesn't matter. Okay, so the other thing, we have a couple trips coming up in our little group here that we're doing some research. Chrissy's going to go on a MSC Cruise on a Davina ship. She leaves.
I leave tomorrow.
She leaves tomorrow. She's going to do some research, bring us back some pictures. MSC is new to us, so we're very excited to learn about it and experience it firsthand so that we can better help you get on board. I'll be doing in a couple weeks a different MSC ship, and I'm very excited to go there for a 7-day trip. We'll do the Caribbean there. And then I think Tamara's planning a little research trip as well. I don't know, are you allowed to?
I don't know where I'm going yet. I'm going to Europe, but I'm still working on the details.
She was like a kid on Christmas morning yesterday, looking at all the European options. This is like, she loves booking it with you, but when it's for her, then it's really like a whole nother level kind of a thing.
I just love Europe. I'm excited. It's been a while since I've been there, so.
She's kind of been like a little itchy, like a little bit of
a
itchy.
Yeah,
a little bit. Oh, kick me. That's okay.
I've been too busy to go.
All right.
Now I'm gonna go.
That's good. So all three of us, we're going to bring back lots of experiences and stories to share so we can better help get you on these amazing trips. I want to end with not something we're going to do a little different. It can be something you booked, but something new, or a new resort or new experience, or something you're working on, or something new and exciting in your travel specialist arena. Tamara, we're going to start with you. Something new and exciting.
So I'm working on a trip for a local couple to New Zealand, which is very interesting. That's on my list now too.
It sounds like a neat place. A lot of things have been filmed over there, and you see shows that have gone over there.
Absolutely beautiful, unique things to do. So,
how long of a flight is it?
They are going to be in Australia already.
Okay.
So they're just going to hop over, but it's a long flight. I don't know off the top of my head. It really depends on where you leave from. If you leave from like Chicago, or if you leave from the West Coast, but it's going to be a long one. But you just go to sleep, like you take a nap, then watch airport or airplane TV, and then you're there.
Then you're there.
Well, and even like I've heard you talk about people that have flown long. If there's a layover somewhere, you can extend that layover and actually see another city.
I like to go to the West Coast, spend a day, do something I haven't done before, then take my journey west to Hawaii or to
New Zealand. New Zealand, or I guess if you go all the way to New Zealand, I feel like you'd want to do Australia too. At least I would.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long way.
If you have the time and the budget, you could do both at the same time. I just read yesterday an article about, I forget which airline it is, but they're going to start offering sleeping pods in economy, so you can rent
for the
the
poor
sleeping
people.
pod. You can rent a sleeping pod for 4 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
I gotta hope they clean it.
I know.
Sleeping pod.
I know, but
It's
wouldn't
like
it
an
be nice
hourly
to
rate
lay
on
down
the
for 4 hours?
airplane. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but maybe that's the new trend.
Okay. Okay. So good. Thank you. New Zealand sounds. It does
Yeah.
sound interesting. That's a bucket list, I think, for people.
I have a honeymoon to Hawaii too, as we're talking west. That's
A lot of Hawaii's been hot lately.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
has
Hawaii's
been hot.
always.
You've got people going to Hawaii too.
Yeah, I got a group cruise going there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, I know a couple there now, and they've texted me and said they want to do Maldives in 2 years now.
Ooh,
Maldives is a popular
yeah.
spot for people.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that could be a whole nother show, so I'm not going to let us get derailed. Okay. Chrissy, something fun, new, exciting?
Well, I'm working on an anniversary trip for 2 couples next June. So I've been looking within their budget and thinking, there's a couple places that'll probably be out of their budget. Well, last night I was looking and I found in the Dominican Republic Secrets Cap Cana.
Ooh.
And it's amazing. It has the highest reviews of any resort I've ever researched. And I actually was able to price a swim out room, Diamond Club, within their budget.
Really?
Ooh.
Yes. So I was really pleased by that because I feel like it opens a few doors for me now to not necessarily think, they'll never be able to swing that. So in the
never
time
know.
of year too, no.
Yeah, you
so
never
I
know.
was very pleasantly surprised. Amazing. I mean, Secrets, Dreams, all those AMR resorts are amazing. And so I'm hoping.
So I have to ask, is one of these couples you and Brett? Like, does Brett need to be selling more product because you found another resort that's on your list?
No, Brett and I, this is our little trip this week on the cruise. But
For the future.
for the future.
Secrets does a really good job. The
Oh,
food is very
yeah.
good.
And it's adults only, and just a beautiful, beautiful area of the beach. And, I wasn't really familiar with that. So I feel like I learned a little bit, and I was very excited because when the client asked me about it, they said, I know these are typically pricey, but I was able to say,
Yeah,
you know
swim
what,
out,
you can
Diamond
do
Club,
it. Yeah,
that's
I
usually-
said, you can do it. So that was my,
Those are those add-ons that usually can add up. I mean,
Oh,
like the Butler
yeah.
service or those
Yeah.
preferred clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good. So
yeah.
have they booked?
This was late last night, so I think the 2 couples are discussing it, and I hope they do. I hope today they.
The couples are going together?
It's brother,
2 brothers and their wives.
2 brothers
Oh,
and their
okay.
wives.
Okay.
One's a 35, one's a 30. So they want to celebrate together.
Good reasons
for a
to
week.
celebrate.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Me, I brought some. I got some stuff. So I've been, as Tamara pointed out, I got a group going to Hawaii. This is a UAW group. We do group travel for all-inclusives, for European travel, Disney travel, and for cruises. Great opportunities for group travel. So I've got a group from the UAW, and they're going to be going to the Hawaii on the Norwegian Pride of America. And this is the only cruise ship that just does a circle around the islands and stuff. Some cruise ships will go out there, so 4 or 5 days at sea, then do a couple islands, and 4 or 5 days more back. But this Pride of America is the only one that does all the islands. And so I also have a group that are going to be doing a little bit of the Southern Caribbean coming up in January. So this Norwegian cruise lines, I don't know if have you guys been on Norwegian? I have not been on Norwegian either. But I'm going to tell you, I've learned a lot about groups, and there's a lot of potential for groups working with Norwegian. They add a lot of extra perks. They add a lot of extra specials, discounts and stuff. They've got some amazing new ships coming out. You guys saw I teased the Prima box for the new ship. They sent me a top secret box that I'm not allowed to open yet.
It's killing you, isn't it?
And so Norwegian's really been, it's perking my interest. I'm hoping to get on board because they just sent all their new printed materials, and there are some amazing itineraries for groups or for families or individuals. So for those of you who are not familiar with Norwegian, it's one of the resort kind of lines. So these are think floating cities or floating resorts that have everything you can possibly imagine on board, from go-karts to the simulators to the shows to they have 28 restaurants. I mean,
It's insane.
they're known for this freestyle
Are they
cruising.
the Central Park one?
No, that's
That's
Royal.
Royal.
Oh, that's
But-
something else. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I mean, some of these,
Like a mall.
they're in that same line of these
Okay.
resort line cruises that just have they're just massive.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of people on board. But really known for their freestyle cruising. We have a lot of options to choose, a lot more flexibility on time, which I know is a big thing for Tamra. It's just a different way of cruising that they've kind of pioneered years ago. A lot more flexibility. So I just got a lot of their new information, so I feel like a kid on Christmas morning looking at these itineraries and just hoping I can get on board. So that's my little dream.
Don't you love when we get those new like itineraries or catalogs?
Yeah.
I love to go through those.
They've got a cool one. I did a little training on this. So a number of the cruise lines have pulled out of the Asia market for coming up because of either COVID or political reasons. You know, they were kind of everyone's a little hesitant over there. Normally great itineraries, amazing itineraries, bucket list itineraries. Really, I mean, places you want to go. So they've all kind of reshuffled where their ships are going, and Norwegian is adding routes to the Canary Islands, right off I think it's technically Spain, Portugal, but it's right off the coast of Africa. So very similar weather conditions to the Caribbean. So if you're tired of the Caribbean, no offense, but you've done all the Caribbean islands, you've cruised the Caribbean islands, you've done everything you can, you want to try somewhere different, but you like that weather and the island feel, the Canary Islands is something they're offering coming up very soon. Some awesome itineraries. You get to you're really seeing two continents. You're getting some culture, you're getting the beauty, you're getting relaxation, you're getting amazing ships. So really, they got a good product coming out.
I see a lot of like discounted airfare to the Canary Islands, believe it or not. Tenerife,
They don't start there though.
They don't.
They head there. They start in Portugal, then they go.
Do they end though?
No.
Okay.
It's a full circle route.
Well, if you want to go to the Canary Islands,
there's another option. And Chrissy, if you kick me one more time, this is going to get ugly. So I do think that says something about the Canary Islands as another vacation opportunity. I mean, that people don't think about. And you know, when we did the training, they said you've done the Caribbean Islands. Some of us have been there multiple times, and so.
Yeah.
For cruisers especially, you've done it multiple times. You do want to try somewhere new. Or just as a destination, beautiful place. These pictures were just... They had the cliffs, the beaches. I mean, it was...
Right.
It was legit. So, Canary Islands, good opportunity in the region. A great opportunity for groups if you're interested. Especially for multi-generational families. Lots of perks. Lots to do on the ship. So, sorry I took on a hiatus there. I pulled a Tamra. Went off...
Yeah, no kidding.
Went off script there a little bit, but I was just a little excited. Okay, so... That's all I've got. Ladies, do you have anything else we're missing today?
I'm afraid to add anything.
You should be. No, I'm kidding. Well, I think that's all we've got. So next week we'll hear certainly about our MSC voyage here. We'll hear about other exciting things going on, and we're working on a special topic for next week as well. So stay tuned for next week's Travel Talk Tuesday.
See, you're a little out of it today too.
I'm hungry. That's all I'm going to say. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We hope you continue to stay connected with us through social media. And if you want to learn more about any of these trips, especially about Rocky Mountaineer, the great train experience, connect with our team, and we will get you there. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have a great week.
Yeah,
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.